yeah, so we're just going to kind of go through some questions and just talk about how you could make a website, because they used to be quite popular. They still are, still good, but YouTube seems to be in the limelight these days.
We prepared some questions for us, and so yeah, and you feel free to ask us any questions. If you want to start your own blog, please ask, and we'll see what we can say for you. So our first question is, can you please introduce yourself and the name of your website that you run? So my name is Maaike. I used to run platinumsimmers.com. It's a website I started with 4 friends back in 2011. And we have articles, news, reviews, stuff like that.
So my name's Dan, and I run BeyondSims.com. I joined the site back in March 2011 when it was called Sim Programs, and I took over it in November 2012 and rebranded it. So I think that's all I'm going to say.
Hi everybody, my name is Lucia. I normally call Lucia P25, and I own Sims Vita, which is really a Sims online magazine, which we started publishing the first issue in January, and really that's it.
Hi, my name is Alfonso, and I'm the administrator of the Spanish fan site Actualidad Sims that I started in October of 2005.
So we've got another question. So the next question is, what kind of Sims content do you have on your site? So everyone kind of dives into different areas of content. So with me, it's mainly news, focus on previews as well, and reviews a lot recently as well. And also started diving into video content, so there's some video tutorials starting to pop up on my site, and other bits and bobs as well.
So I used to write news, as everybody does. Reviews, previews, articles like what kind of food can you make in real life that are Sims recipes. You may have seen some Sims recipe cards in your gift bags. I love to cook, so yeah. Sims is a good inspiration because sometimes you see food in there that you never heard of before. So yeah. Yeah, articles like that, also so unique content.
Well, in Sims Vita, since like this part of news release, like there are lots of websites that publish news, and they will do it like much better than I would. So we thought of focusing on more the creative part of the Sims, like building modes. Like we work with a team with like they are great artists, and we also like to collaborate with other artists like from Tumblr or any. They are great artists, so we wanted to show more like the creative part of the Sims world.
In Actualidad Sims, at the beginning, the main focus was on news, but now it has a bit of everything. The main part is the forum, which is the community part of the website.
So the next question we prepared was, what inspired you to create a site? I know for me, I had a bunch of friends in the Sims community. We were on another website called the Sims Resource, and just we decided like we can do this ourselves. Let's have fun, create our own content, and that's how Platinum Simmers came in. And my best friends are still on there. I sadly don't have time for it anymore, and yeah, that's what inspired me. We can do it ourselves.
So the thing that inspired me, like I said, I joined the site Sim Programs as a writer in March 2011, so it's kind of, I was reading a lot of Sim sites, especially that one, and I just kind of asked, like, sent an email, can I join, please, please, please? I'd like to write news. And that's kind of where it started there, and that's where I kind of started to become more active in the community, because the only thing I used before that was like the Sims 2 website, and occasionally post on there.
I started like joining the Sims community like back in 2010, like Alfonso, like he also is my brother, and he said, oh, you join the forum, and then like started working, and last year we thought, well, let's do like something a bit different, and so that's why we said, why not a magazine?
I started because I visited a forum many years ago when I was little, and I wanted to have my own forum, my own website, And I think that's how I started with the community.
So the next question we prepared was, what is difficult about maintaining a website? So there's probably a few things I'd add to the list there. So the first thing probably is actually staying up to date with news. It can be very easy to miss news or not post it in time. A lot of times things may pop up when I'm either doing stuff at uni or maybe at work or something. So that's definitely a key thing. And also writing content as well can be like, you go to like a preview event and you see all these awesome things and you write so many notes and you go back and you think, okay, how do I actually construct this into something? Because I just write all sorts of stuff down that I really like. And probably also the back end as well. Especially when websites don't work, it just makes you want to cry.
For me, what's difficult about maintaining a website, it wasn't so much the writing content, it was finding the time to do it. And on the back-end side, the server side, one of the team on Platinum Simmers, one of them is a web developer, so we were covered there. But yeah, just finding the time and unique content, and it's so easy to miss news. You want to stay up to date, and I have no idea how Sims VIP does it. She is up to date. Yeah.
Well, I think the time thing is like very difficult because go to university and all that, and really like you get home, you are tired and say, okay, now let's go to website. But also, I mean, stability, because maybe we release an issue and then we start working on it, and what now? And there's like periods of inactivity, so like being stable now.
I agree that the most difficult part is keeping up to date with the sim news, but also keeping up to date with the technology of websites, because every day, well, every year, everything changes, and that's a challenge as well.
I have to agree with that last one, I forgot that one. Because we all read a website on a mobile phone now, instead of on a computer, and that's completely different. Our next question is, what did you use to create a website? A free website builder or something like WordPress? On Platinum Simmers we used a bunch of different tools, but we stuck with WordPress, which is a free service you can use, and I highly recommend it. If you want to learn to make a website, try WordPress. It's a bloggers tool.
Yeah, WordPress is also what we use just because it's such an easy system with so much support. If you need something, there's usually a plugin for it. There's plenty of theme options as well, ways you can customize it and just stay up to date and post stuff. I mean, it just kind of depends what site you're going for, really. I mean, with WordPress, you can either make it on wordpress.com, which is completely free, and get used to it and try out the system. And then if you really get on with it, you can install it on your own server. And from there, that's when you kind of get a lot more customization. So yeah, that's what we use compared to like free sites.
Here, since we've done Actualidad Sims, we don't use WordPress, we use a platform from Invision Power, which Alfonso controls it better than me.
Yes, well, in Actualidad Sims we started using WordPress, and it was good, but we wanted something which is more community oriented than WordPress. And Invision Power is offers some apps which are more oriented to community, building communities, managing members. And although it's a paid application, it's not very expensive, and I think it's something which works very well. And you have support from the team that makes the application, and I recommend it if someone wants to start with community building to use Invision Power. It's a nice support.
So one of the last questions we've got is, do you have some advice to someone who is thinking of starting their own website? So with starting a website, I definitely say make sure it's something you're interested about. So whether it's Sims or something else that you're interested in, make sure it's like an area you really like. So if you really enjoy making houses, make a website showcasing your houses maybe, or your Sims that you've made, or mods, or if you want to do news, focus on that. It's just about making sure it focuses on what you're interested in, because then that will reflect in what you're writing and what you're doing. So you make sure it's something you like doing.
Yes, I completely agree, because sometimes, like, it happened to me for more than one occasion. the day before the magazine is released, like at 5 a.m. Like finishing the magazine, and if you don't like what you are doing, it can be quite hard. So yes, I think that's the most important thing.
I think if someone wants to build a website or something similar, you have to start with small things. Don't try to make everything like the best website, and then you have to surround yourself with people that help you and make a team. Because by yourself you can reach a certain point, but if you want to build a great website, you need someone that when you cannot update the website because you have to go to university or school or something, support you. And I think that's one of the most important parts, having a good team for the website.
I have to agree with the last one. That's the team, the friendships. I mean, these are the friendship I made on Platinum Simmers those are going to last me forever. Those are really good friends. So get friendships in the community, build a website together, and just do it. If you want to start a blog about your legacy or your houses or something, do it.
And if people, like a lot of people sometimes worry about the costs of doing it, because sometimes it can cost money to get a domain name or things like that. You can use free services. There are things, like I said, WordPress.com, you can start up a free blog there. Lots of people do that for legacies and things. And also there's other things like Weebly and services like that, which I can highly recommend. That's what we use for the Simmers Meetup website, and it's really, really good so we can all just dive in and easily edit it.
Those were the questions we've prepared. Any questions from the audience? Yes?
How large are your teams?
Platinum Simmers, when I was still on it, we were with 6.
Just me, myself, and I.
In Sisvita Sims, we are 5 right now.
Yes, we are 5. We have been more in the past, but sometimes when you are too much involved, it's difficult to keep contact with everyone. And if you have a team, I think it's important to regularly keep like some meetings via Skype or something, or Google Hangouts, to keep up to date, and so you don't lose contact, because maybe you can have a team, and if you don't communicate well with your team, it's useless. Because
There were times when we had like up to 12 people in the team, and sometimes that can be very chaotic.
Are there any other questions at all from anyone about websites? You could do that if you like. No? Okay. Alright, that's great. If you do have any questions about that, do feel free to tweet any one of us at all, or just come up to us and talk to us in the day, because we think websites are awesome and everyone should have one. Yes, great for YouTube channels. Get one. Thank you.